graceful, Dredd. Very graceful.
Anderson. Anderson! Rock!
Look at all that fear. He's shaking in his boots.
So, speaking of fear, this is actually the fear level, and it's also the sewer level.
Control, this is Dredd. Control. It's Rock. Signal down here.
Now, the idea of a fear level is kind of cool. You can do a lot with that, kind of like the Scarecrow missions in Arkham Asylum. Or is this just a crappy sewer level?
No, this is a crappy sewer level. Normally sewer levels are level 2 in a game, but for some reason it's the second to last level. They got it the wrong way round. Oops.
The penultimate mission. The sewer.
Oh, watch out for the poo gas.
Oh no, the mice
no,
are
look
gonna
at the
bite your
ruins, that
ankles.
fire pipe. Now people aren't going to get their fire delivered to them. Shit. Oh, guff.
Oh, that zombie did the splits.
Speaking of guff and shit and Delta Milton, this level is the worst, it is the hardest. Because of ammo and health. But luckily there are ghosts in this level, so you can trap zombies in a box like that.
Was that scripted, or did you have a part in that? Like,
So-
how did...
Both.
What?
So it's scripted when you get to a certain point on the stairs, so I managed to trigger it just in time so it traps the zombie.
Now he lives there forever. You don't kill
Yeah.
him, that would just be
Oh.
mean.
Oh, he hit me. Naughty boy. Just leave him there.
That's his punishment. He has to stay in the box, the timeout box.
Yeah, it's the naughty corner. So yeah, this level is the shithole of all levels, because you run out of ammo and there's barely any health packs in it. Oh, there's that shotgun that we used once in the game. We fired like one round until we found a better weapon immediately. But as you can see there, we've only got about 3 clips, including the one that's like half spent, and that's with most of the guns in this level. So
That's a
it's
very
easy to...
contemplative zombie there.
I mean, yeah.
Oh no,
Luckily
he's...
you
Okay,
can-
well...
Yeah, luckily you can cheese the AI a lot in this level, but you're gonna run out of ammo, and there are barely any health packs, so make sure you save scum.
Is it not worth just kind of ignoring the enemies and running to the end, like...
I mean, if you want to speed run it, if you want to cheat, you can't let zombies run around in old New York.
What the hell are they going to do here that's so intimidating? They're just like...
Nothing.
We're going
I
to...
don't even know how they got there.
We're going to rife around in the poo! Like, okay, whatever. So Judge Fear's whole thing is, you know,
Doing
people
nothing.
sure are scared of sewers. This is where I'm going to set my base of operations.
No, it's like people are scared of zombies because they're not overplayed or anything. I think this was before the Romero revival, where zombies became a thing in the media again and haven't stopped. Like, I think there are like 2 zombie games that look exactly the same coming out. There's one where there are a lot of them and you run around, and there's a one where there are 4 of you and there are zombies that walk. Both look fucking boring.
I can feel your fear, Dredd. Come to me, face me, and know true justice.
You're gonna wish you stayed locked up, Fear.
Yes, locked up deep inside. So you know you said running around past the AI? Yeah, there's an invisible wall where the AI isn't allowed to pass just there, so the massive horde of vampires that run over the collapsing subway tunnel, all tension is immediately lost, and all fear is lost because this game doesn't have dynamic lighting.
It's all potential, isn't it? This game is just potential at points.
It's a product way before its time. I say that, it was released in 2003 in the UK, and in 2003 we were getting like a bunch of good games.
That's true, very true.
You know, and released in 2005 in America, which is even worse because 2005 in America, you're thinking of games like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh well, yeah, that masterpiece.
I mean, just comparing graphically, this is superior, obviously. But SWAT 4, a game I've also LP'd, 2005, I believe, or it might be 2003. But I mean, if you compare them graphically, SWAT 4 has dynamic lighting.
And it was, it actually was well designed, set a tone.
Yeah, I mean, games that couldn't rely on graphics had to rely on good gameplay. So let's just compare what Judge Dredd vs. Death was competing with when it was released in the UK. Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, okay. Well, that's already
Prince and Persia: The Sands of Time.
Oof, ow.
A bunch of Star Wars games when they were good. Like the RPGs.
Understood, Control.
Freelancer, which is the last game that Chris Roberts actually finished.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's actually when... Oh, the Hobbit video game as well.
I didn't even... I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest with
Hobbit...
you.
Creep.
Okay, this is getting off track, but the Hobbit video game was where you could... basically, you went on the Fellowship of the Ring on your own, if I remember correctly.
The loanership of the
and
ring.
One of the hobbits you could team up with was Fatty, and it's just like, hey Fatty, let's go to Mordor. And there was a point in it where you had to run away from the Worm Riders, or carrying the ring, and if you just filled your party with hobbits, you could swarm around it, and the AI didn't know what to do, so you'd just kill a ring rider with hobbits.
Judge Fear is hiding in the remains of old New York's Metropolitan Museum. Get there fast.
Okay, I think we're going to have to put this on the LP chopping block at some point, now that you've described it so thoroughly. Back to Dredd.
But yeah, getting back to Judge Dredd, this is old New York.
That's like the joke, is that you'd call it that. Is that actually what the game calls it?
They call it the Undercity.
Oh,
but
okay,
it's old
fair
New York.
enough.
They actually... they say later on in the level that this is old New York. But weirdly, there's a Mini Cooper. If you don't know what a Mini Cooper is, it is the best car in the world, probably. It is a stereotypical British car. And the thing about British cars is the steering wheel is on the right side because we drive on the left here, as we do in Australia and New Zealand. So there's a British Mini Cooper with the steering wheel on the wrong side for an American city. Also, there's pea soup everywhere again.
Oh, them
Delicious.
details though. Love it. Oh my god, zombies, just... get out. I'm tired of them. I'm not even playing the game and I'm tired of them.
This game is a one-trick pony, and its trick is zombies.
Sounds about right.
Sometimes the zombies have guns, sometimes the zombies can run. But the AI is one note, and also bends knees the wrong way.
That's kind of distressing the more you do it now.
Oh no, I broke the Mini Cooper.
Take that, you incorrect Mini Cooper. In the, in the remake of this game, I hope they implement a smart car. Also incorrectly rendered.
The inevitable remake.
Oh, of course, it's gonna happen.
no.
Everything's getting remade. I'm sure Judge...
I mean,
Dredd
Dredd
versus Death.
didn't have a movie tie-in, so...
There you go,
I think
then.
Rebellion's too busy making Sniper Elite games. They're the one
those
company
good?
that remembered that World War II was a thing. And that killing Hitler was fun.
Hey, let's not throw Wolfenstein under a bus now.
Oh, sorry, that's made a return.
Yeah.
Apparently it's really controversial.
Oh, don't get me started.
No, luckily there are no Nazis in Judge Dredd, to my knowledge. There probably is.
There most likely is. Okay, we're just taking out these wheelchair zombos.
Yeah, well... God, this is a tough enemy. I have to stand away and stun lock it with the standard fire mode.
This is just tedious. Come on, just get us out of this bloody sewer.
Oh, we're getting a bit further up, slightly. Oh look, some dynamic lighting.
Oh hey,
We're
finally.
not allowed to see. We're only allowed to see for like half a second every 3 seconds.
That's true horror right there. That's the
fun
real
cannot
shit.
be halted.
You did it. You did it. This is it. The best game.
Let me stand still and wait for the light to come back so I can see where I'm going.
Oh my god, zombies!
Oh, calm down. I'm sorry, David. I know you've got a pre-heart condition.
and a 5-second memory.
So again, the game's dropping zombies on us.
It's just trying so hard, isn't it?
It's like, we run out of budget. What should we do? Spawn them above so they don't clip through the floor.
I imagine this
We'll
would
steal
just
this
become
from
a
Time
banality
Splitters and hope no one notices.
I imagine these zombies would just become a banality in Dredd's life, where he's like, he wakes up in the morning, goes downstairs, pours himself a bowl of delicious cereal, and just he goes to the fridge to grab himself some milk, a zombie drops off and he's got to kill it.
Oh no,
then,
drop your
you
weapon,
know.
school bus. Oh no, it has fallen.
Take that.
The magic has... that is not a magical school bus. It's a radioactive school bus. But in real life, radiation doesn't make magic happen. It just causes horrible problems with your immune system. So, yeah, death cultists. Did you forget about them?
I'm kind of glad they're not at least not zombies anymore.
They're zombies
Thank you
with
for the
guns,
variation.
essentially. Yeah, we can't arrest anyone anymore.
Dredd, whatever happened to your love of the law and your desire to stop all crime?
Sorry, I got distracted there. A zombie spawned on top of the building and fell. Just one,
Yeah.
though. Boy, it scared me. But no, we can't arrest anyone anymore. Even with the stun grenades, the AI doesn't allow it, which means they changed the AI for this level.
Okay, that's different.
I guess they wanted it to be harder, but... I mean, just look at the level design right now.
I mean, it
And
doesn't,
it doesn't
make
belong.
It doesn't make it harder. It makes it easier because now you could just go with reckless abandon, like a shooting game.
You're coming with me.
Like, there's no need to arrest them. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at those teeth.
Yeah.
You just shoot them all. That's it.
It's pretty sad. You know, even with stun grenades, there's like the core mechanic. I mean, in SWAT 4, the core mechanic was arrest people, and the last level penalised you just the same if you didn't arrest people. But in this game, it's like action slot. Here's a world museum from old New York with what looks like stock assets that were slapped together because this game was going live in 5 minutes.
You know, I do hope this episode ends with us encountering Spoopy Skeletor, the Spoopy variation of him, like the fear-based version.
We encounter the fear, yeah, not Metal Gear, the fear.
Oh, that would be
no.
great.
No, this game doesn't have boss fights nearly as creative. And its writing is a lot worse.
We will bring justice to Mega City 1. Already Dead World begins to merge with this dimension.
Oh no, not Dead World.
Keep talking, creep. You'll be back in the penitentiary before you know it.
Yeah, even Dredd's one-liners are getting lazy. But the Dead World is a thing. In the Dredd universe, it's the
Of course
ultimate
it
dimension
is.
where the Dark Judges reside. And look at this, doesn't this look like... It looks like a Half-Life mod. A really shit
That looks
Half-Life mod.
so crap, wow.
This is a museum, apparently. But
This
here's
is the museum of PS1 games.
Here's the boss fight versus Fear. His attacks are throwing bear traps at you, and he looks like a Dark Knight from a bad 80s or 60s or 70s barbarian movie. Now, David, how do you think you defeat this boss?
Sorry, my brain's just kind of frozen. He fights you by throwing bear traps at you.
Yeah, how do you think we defeat him, though? Seeing as we
Shoot him.
haven't been allowed to... Yeah, we shoot him.
Wow.
All the other boss fights, all 2 of them have been don't shoot him. You have to make sure you don't shoot him, but now it's literally shoot him. The game doesn't tell you this, so, you know, you'd be rationalising, oh, if I shoot him, he'll turn into a ghost and I'll fail. But no, you literally have to shoot him. So you can actually shoot the bear traps mid-air.
How many can he spawn at once, and does it lag the game out?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
They despawn after a while, but he throws 3, and that's his only attack.
That's it. This is the true fear. This is the embodiment of human fear. Is a guy who throws fucking bear traps and is weak against bullets.
You know, Metal Gear Solid, it was a Spider-Man who threw traps at Snake. But this is a Death Knight that throws bear traps at Judge Dredd while vampires spawn. Because they needed to add something, I guess. And there he goes.
Well, we did it. We apprehended him to
We
death.
activated the cutscene, and Dredd just found a Ghostbuster. And they looped here as taking damage audio.
Control. I've trapped Judge Fear in the Egyptian vault of the Metropolitan Museum.
Roger that.
Anderson must have gone through. Druck!
To the dead world.
Wow. Oh, that level was so low effort.
See, we didn't even need to arrest people.
Let's just shoot the baddies.
Thanks, game.